time in YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Theme Deck Corner. If you guys are hyped and ready for this, make sure to hit that like button because it is greatly appreciated. It lets me know that you guys are continuing to enjoy this content, and by that I mean welcome it back, because it has been a very long time since Theme Deck Corner has made its debut back here. Steam Siege had a bit of an hiccup when it was doing its release, and Ninja Boy had a very hard time getting coded into the Pokemon TCG online game. With that being said, that fix is done, so Ninja Boy is playable, and that means the two theme decks are now playable. So without any further ado, let us get into Gears of Fire. Gears of Fire's main mascot is Volcanion. 130 HP, fire type Pokemon. He is a basic, so we can just play him right off the hand, and he's gorgeous. Has Power Heater, which costs you 1 fire energy, 20 damage is what you're going to get out of it, but you get to choose 2 of your benched Pokemon, and if there's any fire energy in your discard pile, you can grab both of them and put them onto those Pokemon as well. Has Steam Artillery, which is very good in this format, 3 fire energy for 100 damage, flat out pretty decent all around in this format. Volcanion is going to be a very strong card, and we're going to hope to get it out pretty much every time. Our Stage 2 in this deck is the Kling Klang. Stage 2 Steel type Pokemon with 140 HP. You had the fire, here's the gears, here's our Heavy Bumper. Kling Klang has the ability Heavy Bumper. Any damage done to this Pokemon by an opponent's attack is reduced by 10 for each colorless symbol in their retreat cost. So, if we have a Snorlax, 3 retreat cost, going up against us, has a 70 points of damage attack, it's going to only do 40. Means Kling Klang has the ability to survive another hit if we're all lucky. Has the attack Gear Spinner, 2 steel, 1 colorless, does 70 damage, and on the following turn, if Kling Klang is still active, it's now going to do 140, 70 more damage as long as we can continue to use Gear Spinner. Now, one of the things I actually do enjoy about this deck is there's only one non-fully evolved Pokemon in this deck, and that is going to be Monferno. Stage 1 Fire-type Pokemon, 80 HP, has Scratch and Flare, kind of meh. Not exactly great. Our next Pokemon is going to be Persian, 90 HP, colorless Pokemon. This Pokemon is also pretty good. If Meowth evolved this turn, we can use Raid. For 1 energy, we can do 30 damage, plus, again, if Meowth evolved this turn, it'll do 30 more for 60 damage off 1 energy. That is pretty huge. Raid is going to be a pretty powerful attack coming from this little kitty cat. We've also, well, it's not really a kitty cat anymore. It's more like a big old tigress. It's a classy cat. We also have Fury Swipes, 2 colorless energy, 30 times the amount of heads we get off of 3 coin flips. So not a bad card at all. Especially, like I said, in this format, those coin flips are expected, and that's not a bad card to have. Next up is Pyroar, 120 HP, Fire-type Pokemon, Stage 1. Flame Charge is our first attack for 1 fire, 1 colorless. We're going to do 60 damage. Search your deck for a fire energy and attach it to this Pokemon. Acceleration is amazing, guys. Having the ability to set ourselves up for Incinerate is great, which will cost you 2 fire, 1 colorless. It's going to do 90 damage, and before damage, discard all Pokemon tools attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is very handy. Next up is going to be Rapidash, 90 HP, Fire-type Pokemon, Stage 1 again, with Rear Kick and Fire Blast. 1 colorless for Rear Kick, which will do 30 damage, and 2 Fire Energies for Fire Blast, 70 damage, but you have to discard a Fire Energy to use it. So those are the Pokemon. Only 1 Steel-type line in this deck, which is, again, not bad, considering theme decks usually a little bit more So I appreciate the fact that they're actually starting to look a little bit more neat and tidy. Our trainer lineup, though, isn't even that bad either. We're going to start with Energy Retrieval. Put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. So if I don't have Volcanion, or I don't have that ability to use Volcanion yet, Energy Retrieval can grab those fire energies, put them right back into my hand, and BAM! Now I can use Power Heater again. We've got an Evosoda, because we do have quite a few evolutions, and this will help us kind of get one of those evolutions off early game, hopefully getting ourselves into a momentum that's really good. We have the Professor's Letter, because energy is crucial in every aspect of the word. This will get us 2 basic energies from our deck and put them into our hand. We have 1 Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. This is a fantastic ball, and I'm glad they've decided to put these in instead of Great Balls or Pokeballs. Because really, Ultra Balls are like the most important card in the deck when you're looking for Pokemon. So, Ultra Ball, very nice to have it. Ninja Boy is here at last. Ninja Boy, choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. So, Meowth. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and switch it with that Pokemon. Grab Volcanion from the deck, put it in. Any attached cards, damage counter, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. So, if I want to say use Volcanion, get the power heater going, slap down a second energy, I have the ability to then Ninja Boy it into a Litleo. And if I have Pyroar in hand, as long as Volcanion has had at least 1 full turn in play, I can actually evolve it and then get that Pyroar going. So, Ninja Boy is going to help this momentum just go beyond anything. As well as the first Pokemon goes back into your deck, so you have that luxury of getting it back later on. This is a card that helps out a lot of competitive decks when you have like a Shaman EX or a Hoopa EX as your start and you desperately don't want to lose your momentum, so Ninja Boy will help out with that as well. So our next supporter is the Pokemon Center Lady in all her prettiness, healing you for 60 and removing all those nasty special conditions. We have a Shauna who will help us shuffle our deck, and then we get to put our hand back into our deck, shuffle, and then draw 5 additional cards. So hopefully we can get ourselves out of a particularly nasty jam. And we have Tierno, who just wants to draw us some cards. It'll be a fantastic card. Always being able to draw is essential. Lastly is our energies. We have 11 fire energies, which are not going to go to waste here. We have a ton of opportunities to use them. If someone goes down, it's alright, Volcanion can help us out. If we need to draw them, we have Professor's Letter and Energy Retrieval. We have ways of getting this energy back. And we have 7 Steel Energy for that Kling Clang, because that's really the only Pokemon in the deck that actually requires Steel Energy. So hopefully, I personally think this deck is going to do very well today. I really do think that we're going to do a fantastic job. Whether or not we get 3 wins or 2 wins or not is beyond me, but we're going to see very shortly, can we pull out? Can we pull the victory? Can we? Well, we only have one way to find out, and that's in a game of Pokemon TCG Online. Alright guys, here we go against Mike Rigg playing a Pikachu Meowth deck. Gonna be a pretty interesting little game here. And we're waiting for our opponent to load in. It's alright, it's just the start of the match. It's gonna take a couple minutes. But he has arrived. We're gonna call this coin flip. We're gonna go tails. And we have the opportunity to go first. So that is exactly what I want to do. Would you like to go first? Yes, please. Now, let's see what we can get. We start ourselves off with a simple Meowth. Not a strong hand to go off of either. No way of getting additional cards. No way of getting other Pokemon. This is not going to be the best of choices here. But Meowth is a pretty cool Pokemon, as he does have Stall. You can use this attack only if you go second, and only on your first turn. Discard an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Well, that's not very good for us since we're going first. But we can attach a Steel Energy. I'm not too threatened on losing those right now, and we will pass the turn. So we'll be able to scratch on the following turn as he goes for the Pika Punch. As long as he doesn't evolve into a Raichu, we'll be okay. And we do have the Pokemon Center Lady who does heal us for our full HP. So we're not in the, we're in a bad position because Meowth can't outdamage Pikachu at the end of the day. Double voltage, flip 2 coins, detect us 40 damage times the number of heads. We'll be able to one-shot us if we're unlucky. Alright. But it has to get through 2 Pika Punches before that. So hopefully I can get the raid off. If I can draw Persian right now, that would be fantastic, because I can evolve, take out Pikachu, game 1's done. That will be perfect. He does go for a Great Ball though, which will net him an additional Pokemon from the top 7 cards of his deck, if he manages to see one there. The potential is very high. Very high there. He gets a Farfetch'd, which is a really scary card right now because it can do it. It can two-shot Meowth. And it can two-shot Chimchar. It does get onto the field, and we will probably see a Pika Punch here. Should see a Pika Punch, I would assume. A Muscle Band, that's scary. We don't have Muscle Bands in this deck. So we take 30 damage. We get another Steel Energy, which is very not useful for us. So I'm going to have to heal off right now, or else my Meowth is going to go down. And I have to go for the Scratch. So we're going to do whopping 20 damage, which isn't bad. Which is not bad. I unfortunately am not in a position to really use Chimchar either, because Chimchar's Ember, which is... Here's the Raichu. Raichu is going to be able to knock us out. It gets the Thunder Shock, which will do 30 plus the Muscle Band, which is 50. It's a good thing we use the healing. Here comes this Thunder Shock. Do you paralyze us? You paralyze us. We're not in a good shape. We get a Ninja Boy, which is terrible. Which is just bad in general. Okay. A Ninja Boy is not going to save us here. I have to say done. I can't attack, can't do much. This Raichu has us at bay. My opponent had a very nice start for the Pikachu. If I had the ability to evolve, this would be a different story altogether, but I can't. 2 Lightning Energy means that he's going to be able to go for the Electro Ball, being able to take out our Meowth, which is not very nice, and the Chimchar will be able to go down very easily on the following turn as well. So, I do not see a win on this match, which is fine. Again, this is Theme Deck Corner. We don't regularly win every match, but we are going to be going to best 2 of 3. You are going into the Farfetch'd. That was a weird play. That was a very weird play. Which do I pick? Chimchar or Meowth? Let's go with the Chimchar. Let's get a Volcanion on this field. I can at least go for a little bit of damage. Here we go. Power Heater. Shouldn't have gotten that lucky. I don't know why he went for the escape rope. But he did. He did go for the escape rope. Farfetch'd will need to sacrifice energy to get out of there. He goes for the Slash most likely. But if I can get 1 fire energy, I can start using Steam Artillery and I'll be in the advantage. I do not. I'm going to go for a Ninja Boy again. This time on the Meowth. I can't use Kling Clang. This is bad. This is very bad. I haven't got a choice here. The deck does not want to give me any cards. Deck does not want to give me any cards. Like, there's 11 fire energy in here, and I've pulled 4 of the 7 steel. The likelihood of that should not happen. But it's alright. We take another 30. That Raichu is in range of knocking us out. Now we get the fire energy, but again, it's too late. The Raichu is in range of knocking us out. I've lost this game. I need to get an evolution. I'm going to take a prize here with the steam artillery. I get a fire energy, which is great for the Litleo, but that's all I can do. He should be bringing in that Raichu. He does, which will be able to take out my Volcanion 100%. Not even going to question. I think it takes it out. 6 and 8 is 14, so it would take me out on regular Electro Ball. I really don't understand the play he made. He should have gone for the Electro Ball and taken out my Meowth when he had the opportunity. But my Volcanion will go down here. As we bring in the Litleo, and this will probably be game. Yep, because I get Kling Clang. Or sorry, I just get a straight up Clang. Flip a coin. We don't even get to do damage. And that will be game number 1 of our Steam Siege Gears of Fire deck. Unfortunately, it did not want to showcase very well here. We did get to showcase the Ninja Boy twice. And unfortunately, I couldn't have done the whole paralysis turn because Meowth was paralyzed. It was going to go down regardless. So we do get 3 whopping coins for that match, but we will be back in just a second for game number 2. Remember, this is a best 2 of 3 scenario, so if I can pull through on the second game, we still have the opportunity to win out the day. So here's hoping. Here's hoping we can get into game number 2, a win, and keep on trucking. Game number 2 is upon us, and we're taking on Kaban for... Oh, I didn't see the deck that they were playing, but it'll be fun nonetheless. We lose the coin flip, which is fine. Hopefully our luck doesn't transpire into the actual game in that. He is playing the Chespin deck. Very nice. Oh, these two lovely folks again. But we are playing Meowth first this time, or we'll be able to actually use the stall attack this time. And I have an Ultra Ball, so I can get some additional Pokemon, hopefully getting that Persian that will hopefully get us into a good position here. Our opponent has a Chespin. Look at that little cute little guy. He's like, I'm up to some mischief. I'm up to some mischief. He's got Vine Whip and Seed Bomb, so 10 and 20 respectively. Not a very strong basic, but he is the X and Y starting one. He goes for a Pokeball and fails the Pokeball. Unfortunately, that does not work out for him. If he does drop an energy on, he doesn't get an energy drop on the Chespin either. Oh, that's not good. We're going to use up these steel energies on Meowth. And I can use stall, but it doesn't work. He has no energy to use. I'll be able to go for the scratch, and in theory, if he doesn't... Oh, he does evolve. 90 HP is a little bit more intimidating, but he does get the energy drop onto the Quilladin. Not bad, not bad. I'll be dropping a steel energy onto the Meowth and will be hopefully evolving this turn. So we're going to drop a steel energy. I'm going to go for an Ultra Ball, and I am randomly enough going to discard the fire energy. This way I can power here later. We do have a Persian in here, so this is perfect. And we are going to be able to raid, which will give us 60 damage guaranteed, which is all I really want. Raid will do 60. There we go. 60 damage down to the Quilladin. Very nicely done. Just need 30 more damage. We just need to go for the Furies. Actually, we can raid again and get 30. No on the Pokeball again. Chestnut, never mind. It's going to take him a long time to set that thing up. But in that response, we can hope to get some good old Fury swipes here, because we get 3 coins. Nope. Nope. 1. We get 30 damage. Could have raided. Got the same amount of damage. We need to flip 2 coins on the next one, though, in order for us to knock Chestnut out. Chestnut is hefty. He is hefty. Needle Arms, 50 damage. That's scary. We're not getting any fire energies here. We will at least be able to attach an energy to Clink. We have to go for the Fury Swipes if we have any hope of taking this guy out. 1, 2, 3. We knock out the Chestnut. Do. Alright. Not the best example of the deck, but we did get a nice Persian off of the Ultra Ball, which again, that Ultra Ball is clutch in these theme decks. Meant we can get any Pokemon we wanted. Persian came out, got the raid off, and my opponent was lucky in the fact that he actually got the Chespin, or the Quilladin and Chestnut, like, bam, 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 because he would have actually been probably knocked out a lot sooner. But that is game number 2, which means we do get to go into game number 3. We have the opportunity to still win today out. Can we do it? Only the next game we'll find. Wow. Only the next game will be able to tell us. So, there we go. Here we go, final game of the day. We're going up against Kootline playing the Metagross deck from Ancient Origins. I think so. Has a Kyogre coin. You lose the coin flip. We lose all the coin flips. It's expected. Kootline is going first. Is the Iron Tide theme deck. We start ourselves off with a much different kitty cat this time, the Litleo. Now, we do have some options here, which is very nice. I do like the fact that we have a few choices. With the Shauna and all that, we have no other basics, which is terrifying. We see a Meowth on our opponent's side, can do 10, and if it has Dark Energy, can do 20 more, which is actually kind of intimidating, because there's Dark Energy in there. Has a Relicanth, which means it has advantage over us. Hopefully we can actually outspeed our opponent a little bit and get ourselves into a nice position. Goes for a level ball, and probably be able to get, what, the Beldum to start up that Metagross? Level Ball is also a very good card to have because you don't have to discard anything. Ultra Ball works better in ours though because we do want to ditch those fire energies in hopes of using Volcanion properly. We do see a Magikarp. He is going for that Gyarados line. Hopefully getting a nice good old feed off that one. Goes for the Magikarp. And what will we be able to see? He drops the water energy onto the Carp as he passes the turn. So we get a Ponyta, which will keep us alive in this game. And I'm going to start setting up this Litleo at least up to 2 energies before I waste the other cards. I will probably not use that Professor's Letter. I'll probably shuffle it back in. That way we have the opportunity to use it later. Because I only want to get up to 2 energies onto Litleo. Because I can use the the attack that lets us accelerate with Pyroar if I can get Pyroar. So hopefully I can get that going. Second energy onto the Carp. Still no attacking on our part. So here comes the fire energy. Can Shauna pull through and get us that Pyroar? That is what I'm hoping for. Pyroar. No Pyroar. None whatsoever. That's not good. I can at least attempt to go for a lunge. Come on. Yes! 30 damage onto the Meowth. We have started the assault. Litleo is in this game. I'll probably use the Tyranno next. I want to try and draw into that Pyroar. That Pyroar is very, very important right now. Actually, Ninja Boy is even more important. Because I can go for the Volcanion. We can evolve our Rapidash. And I'm going to drop a third energy onto the Litleo. And we're going to Ninja Boy Litleo out for Volcanion. So we're going to get this little guy going. Don't be both prized. They're both in the deck. Fantastic. Was Pyroar even in here? Yes, Pyroar is in here. That is good to know. I'm going to switch this up. Volcanion now has 3 fire energy and is set up to go. We're going to go for that Steam Artillery and take out the Meowth. We are now 1 prize in. We get that Litleo back, which is very nice because I can set him up. Relicanth comes up. Definitely needs to use some cards to throw us down to kind of keep himself in the momentum. Has a Regice, which is a fantastic card in itself. I can't actually one-shot it, so there is that. But I have a ton of opportunities here. I have the ability to go for the Litleo, attach a fire energy to Litleo, go for the Tyranno, draw a couple cards, hopefully get into it. He's going to go for a Deep Sea Search. Search your deck for 2 Pokemon tool cards, and put them into your hand. There aren't a whole lot of tool cards in that deck, so he's not getting too much, but I think there is a Lucky Helmet, Healing Scarf, and Lucky Helmet. So Lucky Helmet will be able to go down on probably the probably the good old guy over here. I'm going to go for the Litleo, and I'll be attaching an energy because with that Evosoda, I'll be able to get Pyroar next turn. We will be going for the Clink and the Meowth. And we are going to go for the Steam Artillery. We're going to take out this Relicanth, which will give us another nice card lead here. Steel Energy into the hand, which is very nice. Again, Pyroar will be able to evolve next turn, and I won't have too much to worry about. He can't attack me with Regice yet, and even once he does, it's only going to be 60, but he'll be able to paralyze, which isn't very good. In that regard, I'm hoping to get the Pokemon Center Lady by that point. But we are in a this is a much better round out for the battle. Volcanion's doing its job. Lucky Helmet onto the Regice was a perfect play. Perfect play. The question is, do you have a Water Energy? You do not, so you will not be able to grab anything from there. But we're going to get a Fire Energy onto this Litleo. We're going to evolve it. Let's get that good old Pyroar going. And this way, we'll have the ability to go for Incinerate, which will get rid of that tool card. But we have to go for... We're going to put 100 damage on it. Could have retreated easily, but I couldn't attack with the good old Incinerate, so unfortunately that would not have mattered. And I would have wasted 2 Fire Energies. Next turn, though, I'll be able to go for the Incinerate, and I have the good old Steam Artillery set up for Volcanion. We have 2 mons who are really ready to attack. Regice is going to definitely go down here, which will give us a 3 prize advantage. And normally, once your opponent has something else set up, it's like, okay, it's game over. But we have a Pyroar in the back who can do just about as much damage as our Volcanion. And I'm enjoying our little lead, if you want to will. I'll be trying to set up that Clink next. Hopefully getting the good old heavy bumper Clink-Clang. Registeel does not want to be in the active position because I'll be able to actually do a ton of damage. Now, Ironhead is a very lucky card here, or an attack, sorry, because if he can flip enough heads, he can technically knock us out. The likelihood is very unlikely. But he is getting his energies. He definitely should have had that Gyarados by this point, though, with all the card drop. He drops a 4th energy onto the Gyarados, and he does get to evolve. So he has that Thrash effect, which is bad for us because we don't have enough damage actually to take this thing out. But, with that being said, he's got the good old Registeel in here. We'll be at a 2 prize deficit, and he'll be able to come in, clean up my Volcanion. There is no way for us to get the... Healing Scarf is not going to help you. No, 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 no. We're going to get an energy drop here. And unfortunately, based on plays, I have to go for Steam Artillery here, which will take out the Registeel. Can I get a card that'll help us out here? I get Cling Clang. I need the middle evolution. I just need the Clang. And then I need to drop a couple more energies onto Cling. So hopefully all is not lost here. He'll be able to take out our Volcanion though. No holds barred here. That Gyarados is a very scary card to see. It is going to eat our Volcanion. Drops the Relicanth. Puts an energy onto the Eevee. Thrash is going to fail him. So he does take damage, I believe? Yes, he does. He takes 30 damage, which will put it in range of both Cling and Pyroar, which is fantastic. So Pyroar will not be able to take this thing out. I actually should have led with the Cling-Clang, or with the Cling. Wow, that line is so weirdly named. I forget the middle and all that stuff. It's fun. We are going to go for an Incinerate. Our opponent will be able to take us out, but this good old Gyarados will go down, hopefully, to 1 of 4 potential heads from the disorderly flip. And our opponent is not able to come back from that at that point. So Thrash is going to get him to knock himself out! That is huge! That was such unlucky for my opponent. That Gyarados did not want him to win. We are going to get the Clink. Well, we have 2 of the starting, 2 of the ending, but none of the middle. That is a lot of cards to see the hit discard pile. And it's our turn now, so we get first dibs on the attack. We are going to go for an energy drop onto the... We're going to drop it down on the Clink, because again, I have that luxury of potentially getting a Clang right now. So I'm going to go for a Disorderly Flip. We do 10 damage. That's all I needed from him from before, which is fine. 10 damage is good. We're having a hard time coming back, but we only need one more prize card. So if this Relicanth decides to stay in, we do have the advantage. Now, I believe that Eevee turns into Vaporeon. Which would be very bad for us. Goes for the Escape Rope. I'll go into the Meowth. Because if I do manage to grab a Persian, I'll be able to take it out. Goes for a Lunge, does nothing. No damage. We get an Energy Retrieval, which is really good for us. We can grab a couple more energies from our discard pile. We'll grab a couple Fire, because it's a little bit more important. And I can retreat into Clink. Get another Disorderly Function off. Can we get some good coin tosses here? We got all 4. We just need a 50% chance on the next turn to take out this Eevee, and that will be the game. That will be the game. Eevee needs to evolve in order to survive this next turn. We do see a Wally, which is not good for us. I forgot Wally was in that set. So this means that the Vaporeon is going to come out. It's going to be able to evolve. It only has 90 HP though. So we're not out of this. Can we get Clank? If we can get Clang, we're not out of this. Hydro Pump. I'm out of this. I'm out of this. Hydro Splash is going to take us out. We are going to see maintenance in the next couple minutes, guys. So if I don't get this match done shortly, well, we're in trouble. So I do have to go out into the Meowth. This is when I need Persian. I get Chimchar. This is when I set up my Rapidash, who just needs 2 energies for 70 damage. Meowth is to stall. Hopefully, exactly what he has on the card. He has the attack stall. We just can't use it now, but that's exactly what he's doing. We need to set up Rapidash. I have 2 fire energies in hand, and I'll be able to go for that Fire Blast to take out this Vaporeon, which would still give us the game. Hydro Splash does take out Meowth, does put our opponent down to 2 remaining prizes, but with the fire energy in hand, Rapidash will be able to clean up, which is fantastic. So Rapidash coming in clutch here with that Fire Blast. It may not be a lot of damage, but it's just enough to seal this game. We do get the Ultra Ball, which would have been handy this entire time. Could have gotten the Clang, could have survived. Sadly, no Cling Clang. Stage 2's still really hard in this deck to pull off. Like I said, I was not expecting it, but we got to see it. We got to see Volcanion kind of run a little bit. Pyroar got to be showcased. We got to see the Persian. So you got to kind of see every little inch and cranny of the deck other than Cling Clang. So I do apologize for that. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of this deck. Would you guys buy it? Would you guys not? I personally have already bought it because this deck is fantastic. Again, in certain situations, that Ninja Boy is going to come clutch. That Volcanion is going to do a ton of damage, and that Pyroar getting rid of 2 cards is just phenomenal. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Deck Corner, where we take a look at the Hoopa deck. The name currently has escaped me, so don't even quote me on it. But I will see you guys then. So until then, time out.